Jimmy Cook for the Bark of Hinkle.com here with Khyle Marshall, Butler Bulldogs senior. And first question for you, Khyle, just starting off straight to it. The last 2 years you've been able to be a Bulldog leader not only off the court but on the court in the form of leading the team in field goal percentage, as well as being one of the leading rebounders on the team since you've been here for the Bulldogs. What have you done this season as far as all-season improvement is concerned to better your game and fill your role this season for the Bulldogs?
Definitely I've been working on, working more outside, away from the basket as far as, shooting, putting the ball on the floor. Right now, I'm still working on playing, with our system, but I'm also thinking about what I'm going to do after my college career is over, whether I want to play. Actually, I do want to play professionally, so at my height, I definitely need to increase my ball handling and shooting skills, so that's something I put a very big emphasis on.
It seemed like it's been a norm watching you play over the years, being able to not only play inside but hit the mid-range. While we were watching you out there practicing today, it looked like you'd extended it almost out as far as the three-point line in the corners. Has that really been a huge emphasis from what you've been working on, extend your jump shot?
Very huge. It's just been a lot of repetitions on that machine right there.
It's a nice piece of equipment.
Yeah, it is. So, just getting a lot of repetitions, finding that groove that just you feel most comfortable in. Right now, I think I'm definitely finding it, and it's just a matter of keep getting more shots up. Just keep working on it.
What so far have you seen? Obviously, we haven't gotten a chance to see Coach Brandon Miller take the court, so to speak, as coaching so far, but what have you seen from the early standpoint as far as what he's brought to the table for the Bulldogs?
It definitely reminds me a lot of Coach Stevens. Definitely a lot more energy. He's a guy that'll warm up with us and try to do drills with us, so that's something I never saw Coach Stevens do, but I think he has a lot of similarities to Coach Stevens, and when it's all said and done, give him a couple more years, I think he'll be up there with him.
What have you seen so far from the incoming freshmen, just to name a few? You look at Castro, you look at Brown, you look at Barry. What have you seen from those guys as far as how they've adapted to, obviously, the coaching change, but also the fact that you all know you're going into a new conference in the Big East this fall?
This summer has definitely been definitely an eye-opener for them. They just like me, they didn't expect what was going on. As far as their improvement, this is a bunch of freshmen that's pretty much been thrown into the fire right now. Coming in knowing what an official practice is like. A lot of teams right now are just doing little workouts and stuff.
Right.
These freshmen are over here are knowing what a real Butler practice is going to be over the summer. So I think they're getting a good head start by getting a little introduction to this, and starting from day one, they've definitely made a great strides, great improvement, and come October, I think they'll have it down, and I think they'll be ready to go.
Last question before I let you go, Khyle. Obviously, Butler Bulldogs basketball is always around the philosophy of the Butler way, and usually it's from a team standpoint, but from you as an individual, you mentioned at the start that you hope to play at the professional level by the time your Butler career is over in your senior season. Where do you feel you need to make the strongest improvements, where would your goal be set for this season to help your, stock rise to where you want to play professionally?
Definitely shooting the ball better. I think being able to stretch the floor out better. If I'm able to stretch the floor out, especially with my athleticism, being able to shoot if someone closes out short and if somebody tries to run me off the line, being able to drive past them. So being able to stretch the floor, I think definitely would increase my stock.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, Khyle. Best of luck to you this season.
Thank you.